Now, one of the most important tools as a trader that is required, but 90% of traders don't use it, hence why 90% of traders are failing and are unsuccessful and do give up, is a trading journal. Now, please do not get confused between a trading journal and a trading plan. Now, a trading journal is part of a trading plan. It is totally two different things. But let's get into it. Now, please don't trade up until the point that you have a trading journal in place, that you've created one, that you have one ready when you trade, because you have to use in order to improve and progress in your trading career, you need to journal every single trade, no matter if it's demo or real. Because remember, what you do in your demo account, you're eventually going to start doing in your real account. So if you're not going to use a trading journal in your demo account, it's going to form a bad habit of not using it. Therefore, you're not going to use it on your real account. So don't trade until you have a trading journal. A trading journal, there's so many types. You can use a normal book, right? Exam pad, a diary. If you want to go electronically, you can. There's plenty of free ways to use a journal. Excel spreadsheet, Word document, PowerPoint. There's specific apps that you can download that are specifically for trading journals. However, you need to pay for probably, I think, all of those apps. Okay, so there's plenty of ways to use journal. I use a certain app that is free, that I actually, I go with you guys in the paid course on this app, and I give you a whole template. I think it's a 5-year template, that a 5-year trading journal that you keep, right? So you don't have to sort of draw out your own trading journal. It's there. You just have to write in your trades, so you don't have to create your own journal. But since we aren't in that course yet, you can create your own journal. It's not that difficult. But you need to journal, like I said, every single trade, whether it's a demo or a real account. Now, it's very crucial for your performance, for your goal-orientated endeavor. Okay, key is to have some way, in your trading to measure, to track, to everything. Stay focused, all right, on improving as a trader, improving your performance, increasing your profitability, having more wins than losses, reducing the number of losses. And you're not going to be able to do that if you are not tracking your trades, because if you are not tracking your trades, you won't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing right, you don't know what you're doing wrong. So you're just basically trading off of luck. So that is why a trading journal is very important. A disciplined trader is a profitable trader, and keeping a trading journal is the first step to building your discipline. Discipline is absolutely everything in trading. Everything. Discipline is the core of your trading success. Now, I know it may sound easy, but remember, majority of people are lazy. Okay, now I must write every, trading in the journal. Demo account, why? If, I'm not even making any money. Majority of people are too lazy. They give up quickly. They lack discipline. No wonder why majority of people are failing, is because they lack discipline. They are too lazy to write in your journal. Too lazy to create it, too lazy to write in it or type in it, whichever way you're using. So it's easy to make one. It's easy to make a journal and say, oh yeah, I have a journal. The difficult part is where you need to be the most disciplined, is when you have to type in that journal after every single trade you place. That's the most difficult part. Now, on the MetaTrader 4 platform, you do get logs of your history of your transactions. that your broker does provide you. However, it doesn't give you the amount of detail, that you need, of like, why did you enter that trade? Why did you exit? How did you exit? It gives you limited information. So to me, it's useless. It just tells you you've placed this trade. That's how much you've lost or won. You placed it on this date, this time. That's your stop loss. That's your take profit. You need more information. The more information you have, the more you can understand and see. Okay, this is why I did this. This is why I did that. This is why I lost. This is why I won. So, like I said, it's not just for your entries and exits. It's to refine the method you are using so that you can master your trading psychology, your trading risk management, your strategy itself, your whole method. That's why it's important. What is just as important having a journal is consistently reviewing your journal and learning from it. So it's no point in, okay, cool, you have a journal. Okay, cool, you are actually writing in your journal, but are you reviewing that journal? Are you learning from it? Are you looking at it after you've written down all of these trades, whether it's after every single trade, once a week, at the end of the week, you look at your whole week, at the end of the month. Are you reviewing them and actually seeing and understanding what are you doing wrong, what are you doing right, so that you can learn from it? That's the most important part, is consistently reviewing your trading journal. Now, here's a few benefits. I think there's like 3 benefits. Okay, there's more benefits, obviously. But first one, it keeps progress of your goals that you have in your trading plan. Number 2, identifies your strengths and your weaknesses in trading. Now remember, if you can identify your strengths, you can keep going on those strengths. If you identify your weaknesses, you can start working on your weaknesses up until the point those weaknesses become your strength. Once your weaknesses become your strength, you will improve automatically. And then 3, provides a way to self-coach yourself. Now, a trading journal is a mentor. If you don't have a mentor, or if I'm your mentor, or someone else is your mentor, remember, we cannot be there every single time you place a trade. We can't, spoon feed you every single time you place a trade. Yes, you can, I forgot how to do this. I forgot the strategy. I forgot how to place a Fibonacci. We help you, right? We help you become successful. However, we're not there every single time you place a trade. Your trading journal will be there every single time you place a trade. So your trading journal is basically like a mentor. It's you, yourself, and your journal. Right. Okay, and then this last point is basically what I mentioned now about the mentorship and the journal. Now, so what do you need in a journal? What do you need? What's included in a journal is everything you can think of. So it's, what pair are you trading? What's your entry? What's your stop loss? How many pips is your stop loss? What's your take profit? How many pips is your take profit? What's your risk to reward? What are the confirmations you're looking at? Reasons why you're entering this trade. Before screenshots of your analysis, a brief description of your analysis. What are you seeing in the market? Once your trade hits take profit or stop loss, okay, why did you lose? Why did you, you've missed fundamentals. Oh, you missed this level, this and this. Everything is included. Many variables that lead to success. Therefore, you have to jot down everything to determine your strengths and weaknesses. You can't leave something out. Just now, that specific thing is, very important. Maybe that specific thing leads you to your success or not. So everything. Now, look, you don't need your journal forever. Okay, these traders that have been trading for 8 to 10 years, they already know the mistakes that they've made. They already know their strengths. Okay, so you're not going to have a trading in the beginning. Remember, it's a business. You need to treat it like a business. You're still a beginner. You need to get in the habit of these things. You need to first identify what type of trader you are. What mistakes are you making? What things are you good at? So that you can improve. And once you've improved and you gain this consistency of, profitability and all of this kind of things, then, you can diet down on your trading journal, but in the beginning, it is a must. It is a must. You need to keep track of everything you do, everything you feel, before a trade, during a trade, after a trade, everything. Here's a few things that you can include in a journal: who you are and what motivates you, market views and philosophy, observation of the market, trading mistakes and missed opportunities, performance statistics, potential trading areas, entry triggers, your position size, trade management rules, trade retrospective. Okay, these are just a few things that you can enter. Remember, you can create your own journal. Whatever you feel is important, that's what you can create on. Next up is reviewing your trading journal. Now, two things you need to get out of your trading journal. First one, whatever works, keep doing it. Your strength. Number two, whatever doesn't work, stop doing it. Your weaknesses. So it's all about identifying these strengths and weaknesses. Reviewing your trading journal is just as important as having one. Okay? Like I said, what is the point of putting all the effort in, putting all this information down, taking your time out, writing, typing, using data, whatever the case might be, but you're not learning anything from it. You can save, if you're not learning from it, you can save so much time, effort, and whatever just to leave it. Okay? But long run, you're not going to be successful. So because you're putting in the work, writing it down, you might as well learn from it, which is the important part, is to learn from it, review it. So trading journal is very important. You can and need to ask yourself a lot of questions, and here are a few that you can ask yourself. First one, are you losing trades on certain days? Like for me, majority of my losses happen either on a Monday or a Friday, but especially on a Monday. So basically, I don't trade Mondays at all. B, which is your most favorite trading session, right? Do you prefer American session, European session, or Australian session? I mean, I like my sleep. I sleep during the night, so I'm not going to trade the Australian session. I have time during the morning to trade, so I like the European session. Afternoon session, so great, American session. So I just trade European, American. I don't trade Australasian. Are a lot of your wins or losses based on certain pairs? So if a pair, let's say USD CAD, let's say you're losing a lot, and this is what your trading journal will help you on, because you can identify the trade you're losing trades. What pairs are you losing mostly on? So let's say USD CAD, you have most losses occurring on USD CAD. Okay, American dollar against the Canadian dollar. You know that there's something wrong. That pair is not for you, so stop trading it because you're losing more on it. Okay, and you can only identify it by writing it in your journal. D, what market environment do you do well in? Do you do well in volatility market? Do you do well in consolidation? Do you do well in, ending of a session? Whatever the case might be. Do you win more trades with a single lot or a multiple lot sizes? Do you hold on losing trades longer than you should? Are you closing winning trades too early? How often do you follow your plan? Which news events have brought volatility to the market? So these are just some of the questions you need to ask yourself so that you can improve on. Keeping a trading journal is hard. It really, like I said, you need to be disciplined. Not a lot of people are disciplined. If you can gain that discipline, you'll reach your success easier. So yes, having a trading journal is hard. Okay, you'll see and you'll understand what I mean. But losing your capital, failing as a trader, and eventually, the worst of all, giving up is so much harder. Okay, especially after so much work, effort, time you put in, and you just give up. I'd rather take the hard work of writing in a journal and then eventually becoming successful than taking, losing all my capital, giving up. Everything is hard. You decide which hard do you want. So yes, it is a lot of work to keep track of a journal. Okay, like I've been saying, that's why 90% of people are failing. So are you part of the 90% that keeps losing capital, eventually failing as a trader, not implementing these things, and then eventually, oh, it's not for me, let me give up? Or are you part of the 10% that kept grinding, kept the discipline, and eventually, were successful? So, like I said, there's plenty of ways to have a journal. You can choose whatever way you prefer, but like I tell my students, I show my students in the paid course a specific app we use. It's very neat, has the best features. It's easy to understand, easy to use. But Excel is good enough. A normal book is good enough. Word document is good enough. It's just up to you how you want to implement it, as long as you implementing it.